Hi, everybody. Welcome to our course called Tarot. This is Melody. This is the weekly Divine Feminine Empowerment video for today, August 18th through Saturday, August 24th. All right. So, this week we're going to use the same cards that we use every week, but I'll introduce them anyways. This is the Divine Feminine cards by Megan Watterson. Okay, so we're going to pull four messages. We're going to pull through four Divine Feminines and see who wants to come through. And then we're going to use Love Your Inner Goddess by Alana Fairchild and see what messages that they want to bring through to us. The Signs from Spirit Love Oracle by Mystic Moon Oracles. We're going to see what the signs are that they are showing us. And then we have the Permission to Be Powerful Oracle card by Melanie Klinghoffer of Powerful Transformations. We're going to see how they are empowering us this week. All right. All right, so this isn't set for any specific sign or any specific gender. You could be a man, and there could be a message for you concerning your feminine energy. So this isn't gender specific, and it's not specific to any sign. Doesn't matter who you are. It could the messages could still reach out to you. All right. So I want to thank everybody for subscribing. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for all the messages. They are beautiful. It makes me feel good to know that I have, people who enjoy my readings as much as I love doing them. So I just wanted to put that out there. If anybody would like their own personal reading with me, they can contact me at acrowscall@gmail.com or hit the link in the lower right hand corner of my YouTube channel, which will take you to my Facebook page, Sacred Circle of the Crows. And you can reach out to me there on a private message. And as soon as I get it, I will get back to you and let you know what time I have available, and we'll have to work out a time for both of us. All right. All right. With that being said, enough chit chat. Let's get on. Let's get on with this video and see what Divine Feminine wants to come through first. All right. So we're just gonna spread these out like this. I'm doing a very good job at that. All right. So let's try this again. All right. So first Divine Feminine, it wants to come through. Who are you? Queen Esther, the morning star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. So we got Queen Esther coming through is the first message for this week. All right. So we're going to read a little bit about what Queen Esther, who she is and what she's about, and why why we picked her. Like what is her message? What does she what is so important that she like had to get out there and put it, get this be seen, so to speak. So Queen Esther, we're going to find out a little bit about you first, and then we'll move on to the messages that you want to give us um, as a collective. All right, so find her on here. All right. Queen Esther represents a powerful combination of feminine intuition and divine timing. Esther was a Hebrew orphan born with the name Hadassah, raised by her cousin Mordecai. She lived with the Jewish community in exile in Persia during the 5th century BCE. Mordecai became aware of a plot against the Jewish people created by the king's chief minister Haman. Using her brilliance and her intuition, Esther came up with a plan to save her cousin and her people. Her beauty had caught the attention of the king, so when his current wife Vashti refused to come to him when called, Esther seized the moment and the king chose her to be his wife. Then Esther didn't wait for the king to call her. She prepared a large banquet and then called for him. Once he was fully in love with her, she revealed that she was a Jew and that Haman had plotted to kill her people. The book of Esther in the Tanakh, or the Hebrew scriptures, is known as the scroll or the Megillah. It is read twice out loud, once in the morning and once in the evening, during the festival of Purim to celebrate the memory of Esther's brave actions. Her name is derived from the word meaning bright star or morning or evening star. This is the name she grew into when she courageously trusted her intuition and used its divine timing to save herself and her people. So, this card is saying, that your ego has a timetable and the soul couldn't care less about. When we are feeling stressed or threatened in some way, fear can be exceptionally loud and can confirm the ego to work overtime in trying to get something accomplished or to manipulate something to happen. The natural flow of energy that's always at work behind the scenes. The universe's capacity to assist us and then gets blocked. Okay. So when we're in service of love, we are following the dictates of our soul. And when the ego is in service of the soul, divine timing ensues. Esther mastered this art even under extreme duress. She listened wisely to her soul. She became a queen by letting her love for her people inform her feminine intuitive powers. This is her imperative. Trust that everything is aligning in divine timing. Trust your soul's advice. So she's coming forth to tell you to listen to your intuition when it comes to uh, things manifesting within your life. Trust that, if you try to manifest from an ego-based energy, the universe is going to block you. Whereas if you try to manifest from a more love-based energy, there's more of a chance that you're going to manifest whatever your soul desires. All right. So what a beautiful person to come through and start off this divine feminine reading. So what's your message to us, Queen Esther? What would you like to tell us? What is the message to us as the collective? Amalthea, number 41. Okay, so this is her message. And I'm seeing three people on this card, so I feel that this could be Queen Esther's family, her people. Right, we're going to put this here. It looks like it might be a little bit too big for that over there. So we're going to put that right there. Number 41, which adds up to a 5. Oh, wait, wrong book. All right, so Amalthea, an ancient goddess of nurturing, asks you to have faith in your ability to love and in the power of your heart. Perhaps you doubt your heart sometimes, wondering if it's pure enough, if your love is enough. Maybe you convince yourself that you have to do more or be more than the beautiful being that you are already. You must stop torturing yourself with these mean mind games. They are not good for you and they are not true. When negativity threatens to put you down, let your soul speak up from a place of feminine power and quiet inner assurance as you say, I affirm myself and my love. Me and my heart are more than enough. Your heart is one of the special ones. It has the capacity to love in an unusual, expansive way. Your heart is one that can care for the whole world. Within your heart is a healing warmth that can touch people, even complete strangers, and change their lives for the better. You don't need to try and make this happen. It happens naturally when you are just being you. Amathea, the goddess who soothes, reassures you of your heart's power and value now, and that how you love is more than enough. She reminds you to open your heart to hear yourself, to love yourself too. So that kind of correlates with what Queen Esther is telling you. You've got to manifest with your heart, okay? Your heart is enough. What you have within your heart space is enough. You are worthy. You have the power to it, to love with your heart and manifest with your heart. Okay. So what's the signs that Queen Esther and Amalthea, the goddesses that are coming through together, what's the signs that they are showing us this week concerning manifesting through our hearts and divine timing? Hospitality. So I feel that hospitality has something to do with that heart chakra. Showing hospitality, breaking bread with people without expectation, removing the ego with that giving. Give more love, less ego. Give more love through the heart space and remove the ego from it. And what I mean by that is, break bread with somebody and go be nice to them. Show your love. You have the capability of doing so, and by doing so, I feel that whatever you are trying to manifest this week, I feel that it will, the time will be right. Okay, so yeah, that's the key to unlocking it, is being showing hospitality. The key to hospitality is using your heart, showing love, opening up that heart chakra, um, and quit trying to manipulate time, because when you try to manifest from that ego-based energy, you're not going to get anywhere. The divine will just shut you down. So you got to look more into your heart and how you're manifesting. Manifest through love. Be hospitable. Break bread with people that you don't know. Perhaps go out and make a sandwich and go out and give it to a homeless person, or offer them a meal, or just do something for the sake of love. Don't be doing it for the sake of the ego. And what I mean is, going out and, oh, well, I'm going to give you this meal and I'm expecting something back. No, that's wrong. That is totally wrong. That's a totally wrong way to manifest something. You want to manifest, you've got to give without expectation. And that is removing the ego from the situation. All right. So, how can breaking bread, hospitality, and key empower us this week with Queen Esther's energy? How is this empowering us this week? Yeah, to integrate wholeness. Yeah. Masculine and feminine energies. Be whole within yourself. Um, have it says duality, so that's that yin and that yang. Okay, so you're being empowered to integrate wholeness, stand in the power of who you are, stand in that divine feminine power. Even if you are a male gender, you still have the capability to stand in that divine power and open up that heart chakra, and stand in, balance out your masculine energy as well as your feminine energy by opening up that heart in, you know offering something without expectation, like removing that ego. Okay, all right, so that's the first feminine that wants to come through, and her messages to us as the collective. So what a beautiful opening message. So let's see, who's the second feminine that wants to come through today. Lalita, the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the lights. So this is the second feminine that's coming through. I have no clue who she is, so we're going to find out who she is and what a little bit about what she's about. Okay, Lalita, the red goddess. That is so pretty. Love these divine feminine cards. All right, so Lalita, we're glad to have you on our table. Now let's find out a little bit about you and what your message is. Thank you for coming through to us today. So far, Queen Esther and Lalita. Eight. All right. So Lalita represents the spontaneity that graces a heavy moment and reminds us that joy is a powerful spiritual practice. Lalita Tripura Sundari is a Hindu deity known as the Red Goddess because of her connection to desire. She is often depicted sitting on a lotus with 16 petals, known as the fulfiller of all desires. She is holding a golden bow. It represents the mind, and the five golden arrows that represents the five senses. In the ancient devotional text dedicated to her, the Lalita Sar oh my Sarhasranamam is a list of her thousand names that fulfills all of the desires of a devotee simply through its recitation. One of Lalita's many names is she who plays. The Sanskrit word Leela means divine play. Lalita loves when her devotees are able to move beyond dualities to the point where we are not separate from what we desire. She loves puja, a ritual worship, for this reason because it moves us out of our ideas and thoughts of the divine and into our hearts, where we can experience the divine directly. Lalita is known for her spontaneity and for liberating her devotees with joy. She is the consciousness that comes when we get so caught up in taking ourselves seriously that we forget the profound, simple pleasures like sunlight on our face or the taste of a ripe strawberry. She's a delicious moment when we remember that we don't have to take everything, especially ourselves, so seriously. We don't have to be perfect or know the right mudras or yoga poses or chant for hours on end. What's divine is inherent in us. It's remembered, not learned. It's so true. So I feel Lalita is coming through and telling you, lighten up, find some joy, be spontaneous. You know, nobody's perfect. You don't have to be perfect to be in tune with your heart space. Okay, just be. That's all. Okay. So she's coming forward to say answers arrive from disengaging with the energy that created the problem or question to begin with. We so often hold tight to what we desire with a grip that actually inhibits it from arriving. When we often take the soul by the collar and demand to know an answer right now. When a desire is an imperative, there's an inability to be playful, imaginative, and childlike with how and when that desire will arrive. So, right off the bat, I'm feeling that Queen Esther and Lolita are kind of coming through telling you to remove the ego from divine timing. You know, find joy, find happiness in your present moment. Be a little playful, um, and understand that you're not perfect. Everybody has their own desires. As long as you stay true to what you truly, truly desire, okay, the universe will work out what is best for you, regardless of what your ego thinks. All right, so I don't even know. The secret to desire is holding it lightly. The secret that the red goddess knows is that we already have everything we desire. So we can trust that what the soul craves is and always has been ours. This is the levity that sparks a shift, a change, an expansion. This is a moment when we remember we are not separate from what we desire or from the divine. Okay? Lolita is that brilliant moment in a fight between lovers or friends when suddenly someone mispronounces a word and both crack up laughing. She is a levity that comes when we loosen our death-like grip on what we think we desire. She's gorgeous. Much needed reminder that we don't have to suffer our way to what we want most. The path to what we desire and to becoming the soul we need to be in order to receive it can be paved with joy, with divine play, and with the sacred process of lightening up all along the way. All right. So she's telling you to lighten up. Okay. Find some joy and happiness while whatever your soul desires is going to manifest in the way it's supposed to. Okay. All right. So what's your message, Lalita, to us as the collective? What is your message? Gaia, number 40. So, Gaia. Okay, well, let's just read what her message about Gaia is. All right. Searching, or wait a minute. Something new is being hatched. You may wonder if you are imagining it, if the idea of startling and beautiful change is just a foolish fantasy. God comes to tell you that this newness is real. New life is forming, and when the time is right, is going to spring forth as something amazing. So, while this change is happening, Lalita is saying, lighten up. Don't be so heavy. Don't stay in the energy of, being foolish and reckless. She's telling you to, find laughter in a situation. Joy, laughter is good for the soul. I feel that that's the main message that Lolita is telling you. Okay. um what is needed is some patience, care, and the willingness to trust in what is happening within your own soul. Most of the time, people don't think much about their soul, let alone use their inner senses to feel for what their soul is experiencing. When we do take the time to go within, to inquire after our own soul's experience, a beautiful inner relationship develops. And we start to feel life of the soul as a very real and genuine experience. We begin to experience more joy, faith, patience, and trust. Okay. And it's like you tap into that inner knowing. You know that when the time is right, whatever you are trying to manifest will come in divine timing. So I feel that this is both of these feminines are coming through to tell you when the time is right, whatever you're trying to manifest, this change is going to come. And I feel that Lolita is saying, lighten up, find some joy and laughter. It'll help loosen up this grip of trying to manifest something that the universe is going to block until you do loosen up your grip. Okay. So, what's the signs that Lalita is showing? Yeah, confirmations. So, if anybody's getting some sort of chills or little pricklies on their arms, this is meant for you. And enchanted. Yeah, talk about the red goddess and look at the card that pops up. Enchanted. So there you are. There she is coming through, enchanting you. The red goddess is coming through. If you're seeing red roses or if you're seeing anything red, that's Lolita. She's coming through and showing you them colors and telling you, loosen your grip on what you're trying to manifest because it is coming. But it's going to come according to divine timing, not according to human timing. So, whatever the divine feels that your soul is ready for this change, then they will usher it in. But as long as you put it in a chokehold and you try to control an outcome of a situation, it's not going to manifest. All right. So, how is the chills, confirmation, and red rose enchanted empowering us? How are these messages and signs empowering us this week? Yeah, connection and partnership. So I do feel that there could be, um, especially with Queen Esther coming through and Lolita, and Enchanted, and the messages are come through. I feel that somebody could be trying to manifest a connection or a partnership. And spirit is telling you that it's coming, but you need to lessen the grip so that it can't arrive. It's like, if you're, I don't know, I don't even know how to put it. If you are choking something, if you got a tight grip on something, it's not going to grow. It's not going to expand, And if you loosen it up and let it go on its own, it will blossom and bloom just the way it's meant to. And I feel that that's the messages that's coming through here. With these first two divine feminines. All right. So I feel this week there is a connection, possibly manifesting, but, Lalita is saying until it happens, just lighten up. Have a little bit of fun in your life. It won't hurt you. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the third divine feminine who wants to come through. All right. So, divine feminine, the third feminine, who wants to come through this time, and what is your message? Oh, we got Lilith again. We had Lilith last week. Lilith is she's the first woman. I'm the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Lilith is the goddess of sexuality. So it's cool that she's coming through for the second week. Um, this time, this is the second week she's come through. She came through last week as well. So it kind of makes sense that, you have Leela telling you to lighten up with all the red, and you have Queen Esther telling you to manifest your desire through your heart space. Okay. And I feel that that's what Lilith is coming through to tell you as well. She's the first woman. She's the goddess of sexuality. She, the, Adam wanted her to bow down to him, and she's like, no, we're equal. And that's how she got casted out of Eden. So, you know, Lilith is coming through to say, look, balance yourself out, stand in the power of who you are. Stand in the power of both the masculine, feminine energies, stand in the power of equality and duality. Okay. Beautiful energy. And I'm not even going to rate it. I feel that that's, seeing I had her up last week. I remember this one because I love Lilith. She's awesome. She's like my hero. Mhm. All right. So let's see what message she wants to bring through this week. Lilith, what is your message for us as the collective this week? What would you like to tell us? You are the light. When darkness surrounds you, be the light. Okay. So she's telling you, you are the light. You are the light in your own life. You can be the light. If you are the light in the darkness. All right. So let's see what her message is. I'm not sure what her message was last week, but I do remember her coming through. Light is powerful. Some people don't understand this. The fear in their heart makes them cynical. That fear stops them from seeing what is true. And in the absence of truth, they hold on to their judgment instead. They scoff at what they don't understand. Be careful of allowing such people to influence you. It's not wise to take advice from people who are invested in creating pain. You have compassion for them, but you must not underestimate how their negativity can taint your trust in the universe. When we feel the light within us, when we trust in it, we are able to move beyond the fear and negativity that exists in this world. You have it within you to be that light. The only thing that can trap you is a choice to believe in the negative and give in to that fear. That's not you. So don't choose that for yourself. Don't listen to people who could cause you to question the light. The light within you is the real you. Be at peace, beautiful one, for the positive power of light in you is stronger than any darkness. Okay? So I feel that Lilith is coming through and telling you, you are the light. You are the light in the darkness. I kind of feel like she's coming through to tell you that, I feel that maybe whoever resonates with this message could be a light worker. And that's why she's coming through and telling you, stand in the power of who you are. Be that light in the darkness. Don't let people bring you down. You have the ability to be one within yourself. Okay. I love the way she got this light showing up on her heart chakra here. Let me pull that closer to the screen. Because she's saying, be the light. Look at the light on our heart chakra. Isn't that beautiful? You are the light, she says. Okay, put her back up there. All right. So, Lilith, what is the signs that you are showing us this week concerning your message? What is the signs that you are showing us this week concerning that message? 111. You are a magical creator. Your thoughts are beginning to manifest. Exactly. You are manifesting with your thoughts. So that's why she's telling you to stand in the light in the darkness. What you think about, you're bringing about. So if you're letting that negative drama bring you down to a human level, the 3D level, that's what you're going to manifest. You're going to manifest that drama. So that's why she's telling you, you are the light in the darkness. Stay positive, because whatever's happening this week, whatever you're thinking about, you're bringing about, is what I feel. Yeah. Serenity, tranquility, and peace. Blue. So I feel that she could be showing you the color blue, or perhaps a blue butterfly. And she's telling you, you know, you have the ability to be at peace. You can feel serenity. There is tranquility. Um, like again, be the light in your darkness. Be that light, And the thing is, this just popped in my head. When you flick on that light and you stand as a light in the darkness, you're going to draw bugs to you. That's just how it works. Have you ever flicked on an outside light and you have like a gazillion bugs flying around this light? And you step out, you're like, you get a face full of bugs because you got a whole, you know what I mean? You walk past that light, you got a face full of bugs because they're all smart about that light. That's what that message is about. Flick on your light. But even though when you get them bugs in your light, don't let them bring you down. Don't let them dim your light. Don't let them block your light. You have the power to find peace and tranquility within that light. All right. Beautiful message. That was amazing. That just came through. Yeah. Sacred dance. Sacred dance and movement. So there's the red again. I feel that these feminines are all coming through for a reason this week. All right. Um, so you're being empowered to do some sort of like movement, maybe do a sacred ritual, dance like nobody's watching. If you're alone in your house, just dance like nobody's watching, I feel is what Lilith is saying. She's telling you, you know, do that sacred dance, move. I feel that she's saying if you do that sacred dance, it'll help open up your sacral chakra, which is where your sexuality comes from. That's where your desires come from. All right. All right. So we're going to pull one more message. Thank you, Lilith, for coming through. We love you. All right, so we're going to pull one more Divine Feminine message and see who wants to come through for this final weekly message. Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. Okay. All right, so you can take a good look at that card and see if anything intuitively comes to you. Okay. Saradi Devi. All right. Divine Feminine Sarati Devi. Who are you and why are you coming through on this reading? So we're going to find out here. All right. So Sarada Devi embodies the feminine power that initiates seekers onto a spiritual path through unconditional love. Sarada Devi was born in Jaharmati, India in 1853 to poor Brahmin parents. As a little girl, she worshipped a clay figurine of the goddess Kali, meditated, and began to have her visions at age 5. She was betrothed to the priest of, oh my, Dakshinawar Kali Temple, a beloved mystic named Ramakrishna. 10 years later, she joined him at the temple and they began their lifelong spiritual marriage together. Sarada's husband, Ramakrishna, reformed the Shadashi Puja with her. This meant that Sarada was positioned in the seat of the goddess Kali and was addressed to Sri Ma, a holy mother. Sarada is considered to be Ramakrishna's first disciple. They both became notable mystics with large international followings. Sarada helped form the monastic order for the devotees of the Ramakrishna after he passed. And because she was so beloved, a monastic order was founded for her in her honor. She paved the way for fortune generations of women to enter the spiritual life. As a guru, Sarada Devi was known for treating all of her disciples as children. Many of her devotees related that she initiated them in a dream. She appeared as a goddess in human form and gave them a mantra. When they met her for the first time, they would recall the dream and know instantly they were encountering their guru. Okay. So she loved all her disciples unconditionally and equally. In her teaching, she emphasized that there is no such thing as a stranger. She encouraged her devotees to understand that everyone we meet is actually a part of us and is connected to us. And that if we want to experience true peace, we need to own the fault and judgment that we project onto others. We need to see our own faults and forgive them with love. She whispers gently to us, "No one is a stranger, my child. This whole world is your own." So if something keeps showing up in the people we meet and in the relationships we're cultivating, she asks us to meet them from within us, meaning the aspects of this other person that might be causing us pain or frustration or just plain aversion, these same aspects within us. So it's like there's a mirroring going on. So if somebody's coming at you and their whatever antics are they're not good, it's like they are a mirroring of our own soul that we need to change, heal, release. All right. Unless we're willing to really meet with those aspects within us, the universe will keep presenting them to us in our relationships. It's not to piss us off, it's to free us. It's out of deep love for us, to fully heal. The goal here is for us to love ourselves fiercely from within without judgment or shame for where we are in the moment. The goal is to let us mother ourselves in unconditional love. That's the only love that will quiet those harsh, critical voices within us. So we can stop wasting our time mired in judgment of others or ourselves and get on with being the perfectly imperfect light that we are. Exactly. You know, that's the thing about being human. We have that imperfect aspects, okay? And that's the biggest part about going on a spiritual journey is learning how to face that darkness, learning how to shed that darkness and step more into a divine love energy. Okay. So, what's the message that you have for us, Sarati Devi? What is the message that you have for us today for this week? Elk medicine woman. Okay. So this is our message, Elk Medicine Woman, number 36. Okay, Elk Medicine Woman comes with guidance to heal your soul. Exactly. That's what she's saying. She's saying you have the power to heal your soul. Steady does it, wild one. Maintain the peace that matches your inner rhythms. Do not feel rushed by urgency or external demands. Cannot force to flow. The heart is at peace with this because it knows that perfect timing is divine timing. You have one endurance to go far to attain great things in life. You must conserve your energy to maintain your stamina. If you push yourself to exhaustion, you just make the way harder for yourself. Nor does it speed up your results. Forcing creates resistance, which just slows everything down. The elk medicine woman understands that you have great courage, which will take you to places that others may not dare to go. With your inner wisdom and self confidence, there is so much that you shall achieve and receive. She whispers in your heart, affirming that your accomplishments shall be impressive. She guides you to work hard, but also to enjoy life and allow others to support you. When divine timing is just right, you will hit your stride. You will attain all that for which you have aimed and more. So, we do have a lot of messages coming through this week about divine timing, about staying in your heart space. Don't put a chokehold and try to control the outcome of something you're trying to manifest. Okay. Stay positive. Be the light in your darkness. Whenever the bugs start swirling around your darkness, just show them love. Don't let them bring you down. And I feel that this elk medicine woman, sorry, is bringing her through to heal some things within your soul, to help you face some darkness that may be lingering in there. Okay. Beautiful energy. What a beautiful message. Thank you, Sarati Devi, for coming through today. All right. So, what's she showing you? What signs is she showing you concerning this energy? Yeah. You got to bridge. You got to reconcile with your soul. You got to bridge yourself. I feel bridge yourself with that darkness and that light and balance it out. I mean, and face the darkness so that you can reconcile your soul's true light is what I feel. Yeah, dominance. Take the bull by the horns. Face the darkness. Flick on that light. Heal yourself, okay? Because I feel that, she's coming through saying, I'm here to help mirror whoever comes into your life, whatever energy comes in your life that's dark. That's a reflection of things that you need to release, as I feel. And I feel that she's coming through and telling you, take dominance over this. Grab the bull by the horns. Heal the soul. Face that darkness. Reconcile your heart space. Reconcile that dark and that light. Stand in the power of the light. You can bridge it. You have that ability. Okay. So how are these messages empowering us this week, Spirit? Inner goddess and sexuality. So I feel that again, I feel that all these goddesses I feel that like they're all standing around us. They're not just coming through one at a time. I feel as soon as I started this reading, I feel that they all came through at once. I feel that they're all four of these beautiful goddesses are standing around us, and they each have a specific reason why they are here. Okay, I got chills. They just ran from my feet clean up to my knees. Okay. So I definitely feel, and it's like my leg hairs are growing. That's how bad the chills are. So I definitely feel that, you know, with all these feminines coming through, there's something major manifesting for us this week. Okay. And they're coming through telling you, release the chokehold on what you're trying to manifest. Step into your inner goddess, into sexuality. That's where Lilith comes in, okay? Face this darkness. Understand that when you flick on your light, you're going to have those roll of bugs. That's just no doubt about it. But still continue to stay in the light because that's who you are. The light within your heart space, the light within your soul. Okay. I really feel that Sarati is coming through and telling you, you have the power to heal your own soul. You have it within you. Okay. Divine timing will come when the time is right. And it's not going to come as long as you keep choking yourself out here. Okay. They want you to find some joy and laughter, lighten up, loosen up the chokehold, stop trying to control the outcome. When you do, I feel that you will manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest this week. All right. So, those are your divine feminine messages. I hope they resonated. Thank you, goddesses, divine feminines, for coming through today and giving us these beautiful messages. And so it is. Blessed be. Thank you, and blessed be from the Christ priestess.